Now I'd like to take some time to introduce you to some positions that the feet and legs will be in while performing Tai Chi Chih. The primary one is the standing mountain pose, in which the feet are placed hip width or shoulder width apart, heels are behind toes, knees are slightly bent, and the hip joint is slightly bent. Arms are just hanging from the shoulders and very relaxed. We'll then move our hands to the starting position, which places the palms in front of the thighs. And then we'll start doing some movements coming out of this one. Okay. Now the second one is called the forward stance. And we're going to do it both on the left and on the right. We'll do the left side first. So in setting that up, we're going to shift our weight over to the right leg and foot. We're going to take a half step forward with the left foot, resting it on the heel, and there's no weight in there. We're going to shift our weight forward into that forward left leg by bending the knee and bending at the hip. The rear leg is going to turn out 45 degrees. And then I'm going to square my hips around so that the right side is facing square to the front by bending here in this joint here. So it should look something like this, okay? Just like that. So the weight distribution is 60% of your weight is on the forward leg and 40% is on the back, okay? Now when we're doing some of our movements, we're going to be shifting back and forward like this. Back and forward. Now I'm going to transition over to the right side. So I'm going to shift back first. I'm going to step back, straighten out my feet. I'm going to shift my weight over to the left leg. I'm going to step forward with the right foot resting it on the heel. Then I'm going to slowly move the weight forward into the right foot, bending at the knee and hip, squaring my hips around to the front. The rear leg foot is pointed outward 45 degrees. And this is how it should look. Then I'm going to shift back and shift forward. Many of the movements are going to be like that. This is the leg movement, shifting backwards and shifting forward as the arms are doing and hands are doing their movement piece. But this is the footwork. Just like this, back and forth. Good. Okay, I'm going to transition back to standing mountain. I'm going to shift back first. I'm going to step back, return to standing mountain. Now I want to introduce the back step. Okay, first I'm going to go into the forward left, as I did before. So in this forward stance, again 60-40, you're going to shift the weight back. And this time, this is called a back stance. Now you have 90% of your weight on the back leg and only 10% in the front. You see the toes of the left foot are up, resting on the heel, 10% of the weight. Now I'm going to shift forward, 60-40. Shift back, 90-10. Shift forward, 60-40. Shift back, 90-10. I'm going to bring that foot back, straighten up my feet, and return to mountain. Then I'm going to go forward with the right foot into a forward right stance, square the hips away, and I'm going to go back stance by shifting backwards into the left leg, 90%, and the forward leg, 10%. Shift forward, 60%, hips are forward. Shift back, 90-10. One more time, shifting forward, 60-40. Make sure you bend at the knees and the hips, square the hips forward. Shift back, step back, straighten out the feet, return to standing mountain. Okay. The last one is sidestepping. So we're going to sidestep to the left. So to do that, I'm going to place my hands on my hips, And I'm just going to shift my weight over to that right leg and foot, freeing up my left so it can move out to the left side slightly. I'm going to keep it empty for a moment, then I'm going to slowly shift my weight over to the left leg, which empties the right and allows me to bring in the right foot and return to the starting position. And if I'm going 3 times to the left, which is indicated in some of the movements, again, I'm going to shift the weight over to the right leg and foot. I'm going to empty the left so it can go out to the side. I'm going to slowly shift the weight into it. Now I'm 100% on top of the left. The right is empty. I bring that in and close. Now going right, I'm going to shift my weight to the left leg, empty the right foot, let it go out to the side, shift my weight toward and into the right leg and foot, empty the left, bring it in, and close. Again, shift my weight to the left leg and foot, empty the right, have it go out to the side, shift over to the right, all the way, empty the left, bring it in, and close. And that's all 4 foot stances for Tai Chi.